organization provides us lots of tools and techniques. Okay, we have to apply all of these things, right? So that is when we are doing project management. Else, all of them, stand independent by itself. Applying all this towards the project objective is what is called project management. Again, PMI definition, Pmicc definition. From project perspective, these are called as the triple constraint, which is a significant focus from a project manager's point of view. Okay. This task is ensuring he keeps these under control. Yeah. Scope, time, and cost of. Yeah. So that's the context. That's the program. Program, again PMI definition, a group of projects coordinated to obtain benefits and control, okay, among those projects. Okay, if we don't manage them as programs, we may not necessarily able to derive the benefits that we can get by coordinating them and then grouping them into one program, right? So that's the emphasis. Another emphasis or another criteria how we can group different projects under a program is all those projects bring in a common outcome or help build a collective capability. Yeah, so that's how multiple projects can be grouped together to form a program. I'll give an example what I do for our PMP and beyond session. Let's take an example of Mahindra City. Yeah, as a program. All of you know what Mahindra City is about? Yeah? Yes? Yeah? Okay. So Mahindra City has got both commercial space and recently residential space also, apartments and things like that. Yeah? Office space has the commercial space, apartments has the residential space. If I have to consider Mahindra City as a program, okay, there are two projects under Mahindra City. The first project is developing the commercial space. The second project is developing the residential space, the apartments, all of those things. Yes? So that's an example of a program. Okay. How does it meet the criteria of grouping these projects as a program? Because it brings a collective capability of creating a city. Okay. It helps meet the common outcome of creating a city. I never say the objective of creating a city is achieved if I have just the commercial space and not residential, and vice versa. If I have just the residential, no commercial space available there, then I don't achieve the business objective of saying creating a city, right? So that's where. So only those projects, since it brings a collective capability and common outcome, they are grouped together, or rather they are eligible to be grouped together as multiple projects in a program of Mahindra City. Yes? So that's program, understanding what is program management. The intention is coordinating the management of multiple projects. So that's the first objective. Okay. Second and third will help us understand even more better. Involves aligning the project to achieve the program goal. Okay. In terms of Mahindra City, the goal of creating a city, there are two projects. One is office space, one is for residential space. And one other significant benefit that program management can bring in, okay, in achieving the objective is, if at all there are any issues or dependencies across projects, okay, then program management has to actively play a role in solving those issues or change management. Let me give a scenario. Okay. Again, let's go back to this Mahindra City example. The commercial space project, it was designed originally for 1 lakh square feet, the commercial space project, right? And for what simple thumb rule at stake, that 1 lakh square feet, we decided the project B, which is the residential project, to have 100 apartments. Okay. Because of the business need, because of the market need, assume the commercial space need has grown up. From 1 lakh square feet, let us say it has gone up to 2 lakh square feet, right? that means there's a change in the program, which means there's a change to the project, commercial project. Okay, increasing its scope from 1 lakh square feet to 2 lakh square feet. But then, how will the project manager be know that his residential project scope has to be increased now from 100 apartments to 200 apartments, right? So that is another active role that the program manager or the program management brings in terms of solving the issues, dependencies, or change management across projects. Here, the change that we talked about was increasing the scope, right? One project increase could have a dependency of or impact in other projects. Yeah, that's another active role that the program manager or the program manager has to do. Okay. We are trying to give on two different scenarios of a program. Okay, the first one is an IT example. I want to move all the hardware to a new data center facility. Okay, and I also want to transfer my applications from the old data center servers to the server in new data center. Right. So there could be two parts. Okay, one is just the hardware. Second one is the application hosting the new data center. These two can be treated as two different projects. Ultimately can be treated as one program. Yeah, the transfer to the data center. Okay, that's a positive scenario. Okay, this one is the second example. Okay, is a negative scenario. Okay, in the sense, even here there are two projects. If you notice, there is one project of creating an office space somewhere in India. Okay, and then there is another of creating apartment from North Chennai. Right? Does it get a capability of creating anything? No. Right? These are two distinct different things. Okay, then watch out. I mean, qualification given. Even if both these projects are for the same time, even still then they do not qualify the group together because it does not achieve or it does not create a common outcome or does not create a capability. They cannot group as a program, right? In your organization, there could be a project manager A, project manager B, both these person reporting to some other senior person, okay, who is managing both these projects, but then he is not playing the role of a program manager. Yeah, he is not playing. So that's the negative scenario. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Those projects are executed to create some capability for your organization, some outcome for your internal organization, then yes. Maybe you want to elaborate by a scenario?
For example, let us take a construction company.
Mm-hmm.
One side they are constructing bridges.
Mm-hmm.
One side they are constructing residential apartments.
Mm-hmm.
So they club all their bridge construction projects
Mm-hmm.
in a single program.
Uh-huh.
They can deploy the resources
Mm-hmm.
and tools and planning accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
And the residential construction are the same program.
Mm-hmm.
That is possible. Is that accepted?
It is not accepted because, I mean, from what I understand, the example we are clarifying, it is sharing the resources by the organization which is performing those projects, right?
Sharing resources
Or whatever, right? Any of those resources, men, material, machine, any of those resources, right? In that case, it is not a program because it is not creating a collective capability. I'll give an example scenario reason, right? Why PMI does not recommend it to be treated as a program. A decision, okay, let us again take Mahindra City so that we can understand the knowledge of the purpose behind. Assume the commercial space project is going ahead of schedule. Okay, assume the Mahindra City was supposed to be completed in December 2014. Yeah, and assume my commercial space project is ahead of schedule, and then it is due to be completed by June 2014. My residential space project is behind schedule. Okay, instead of December 2014, right now it is tentative to finish in April 2015. Right now, with the objective of creating a city, okay, as a program manager can influence the project manager and the commercial space saying, okay, there are issues in project B, give away some of the resources that you currently have, let me deploy it to project B, let me try to bring project back on track. Okay. Here I am taking the resources from project A to project but with the objective intention of meeting the objective of creating a city. Okay, so that is the rationale with which, or rather that is the organization's objective I can meet based on which I am making that decision, right? Else, if I am managing two different projects independently, okay, there is no common rationale based on which I can influence the decision across projects. Yeah, so that's why I recommend it could be we will still be making some decisions, okay, in terms of prioritizing resources, allocating the budget and so that, right? But then the decision on which I am making the objective based on which I am making that decision is not clear of managing projects as a program. Yeah, that's the Pmicc expectation. There is a rationale of creating the objective of developing and creating a city. Yeah, make sense?
So in this example, the resources are different for different projects. It can be still called program, because, for example, electricity, they are having the construction, they are construction company, they are building bridges,
Correct.
plus residential also.
Correct.
If it is, closer to each other, probably we can call it as a program.
Okay. Does it create a capability? Does not, right? Because bridges helps maybe ease the transportation or the traffic, okay, congestion in that area. Okay, apartment is to create whatever some living space for the people, right? Those are two distinct, doesn't necessarily. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So I go on the mic. Trying to stream it live, so
The fact is that audio quality in this
better. Yeah. Maybe I should reduce mine now here. I guess, yeah. Okay, so I'll attempt. Okay, let me know if the volume is too high. Okay, sure. So idea is
Close to each other, if it is an area, probably then we can call it a program.
it is not, okay, even if it is for the same client, okay. For example, for Mahindra itself, I am creating one commercial residential space, even still not be qualified, because then we are not enabling the program manager there, helping make the right decision based on the business activity under which it's being grouped to the program. Yeah, that's the reason. The proximity does not help. If it is for the same client, it does not help. For my friends on the IT side, I will come to that. For my friends IT side, if there are multiple projects on same technology, can I group them under a program? No, it cannot be grouped under a program. Yeah, so that's a bad. Yeah. PMO is a separate topic by itself, right? So PMO, okay. Maybe let me park that. Okay, there are some. We are touching on PMO a little bit in my discussion a little bit. Park that towards the end. Okay, if it's not answered, bring that up. Okay, I will answer it. There was a question park there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, if it is, for example, the first part of the NH is connecting Tambaram to Chengalpet, second part is from Chengalpet to Viluppuram, okay, to whatever, okay, southern part of Chennai. So ultimately, it creates a collective capability of ensuring the connectivity of southern India towards NH4, whatever be the case, right? So then it not be a program if it is for different part, not in the connectivity. Yeah. These three will not be qualified as a program, alright? Because I do not think it brings a common out in this. Okay, we'll take an example of metro rail. We'll park that. Okay, then during the discussions we'll bring up that, because it itself is a program. Okay, there will be multiple projects within metro itself. So what you are actually talking could be a folio. something different, right? So we'll maybe bring up that as a potential example when you are discussing. Yeah. Okay.
I understand. I think what is important here is companies only. What do they want to achieve?
Yes.
Then putting the projects which to achieve.
Absolutely. True.
So I know construction and automobile industry, it's a very huge industry. But let's just take a simple one. Let's say the study company is to design skills. Now, can projects in the rail, vertical, or the aerospace and automotive come on that? They just actually is to develop the designs across.
Absolutely can, right? Because so that's what I mean. Sorry, Harish. Yeah, Harish. Yeah, when Harish was bringing up that example, okay, if my to was to develop that capability, right, across organization, then it is valid to qualify them as a project. That's what I was trying to understand from Harish. Just deploying resource under two different projects does not qualify us to put them as a program. Yeah, make sense? Then we'll keep rolling. We'll bring up and then I will definitely include lots of distance users. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep rolling. Okay, so this is getting answered what we try to discuss. Okay, everyone? Yeah. Ali, okay, sure. Okay, so just thinking how the project's program, okay, fit within an organization, right? Every organization will have multiple portfolios, right? I think again let's take for example, for sake of understanding pretty and then multiple example discussions later. Tata. Okay. What are the different portfolio that Tata has? It's all software. Oh, still software. Okay. Good phrase. I'm hearing it the first time. Okay. Something that I learned. Thank you, sir. Right. So salt to software. Yeah. Salt is okay. Let's call the portfolio names, but then that those are products I would say. Yeah. Chemical, steel, automobile, software. Okay. Water. Right. Multiple portfolios. Engineering and construction, right? Lots of portfolio, right? So, Tata, multiple strategy alternates that they will have, whether they, okay. The recent thing that they entered was the fact, yeah, right? The recent India, little earlier was the fashion and jewelry, right? So, even that, the Titan, Tandesh, and all of those things, right? So, multiple, right? So, they have multiple strategy alternate things, right? Let's talk about how it runs, we'll talk that. Take, for example, a portfolio of automotive within that. Yeah. So within that portfolio, there will be multiple programs. Okay, we'll talk about it in the next. But then let's try to focus on one program, for example. Yeah. Any program within a portfolio, okay, the standard for program management from PMI as per the standard, there are 5 domains that I have to manage all my programs. Okay, I'm opening up standard for program management, right? So the first slide, maybe the introduction is what's opening up, but then here I'm actually referring to standard. Okay, every program has to manage all these 5 domains. Okay, and little connection. Our testing and PGM verification also tests our understanding, knowledge, okay, and how we can solve problems on each of these domains. Okay, all these 5 domains is applicable for every single program. Entire session is to touch upon all of these 5 domains. That's what all my entire study is. Okay. Let us take for now understanding life cycle, which is significant. I mean, others are very small domains for us to understand. Let's take life cycle of the domain within a program. Let's try to elaborate and see what are the different components of the life cycle of the program. There are 3 phases in a program life cycle. First one is definition. Okay. Second one is delivery. Third one is workshop. Those are the 3 different phases in the program life cycle. What happens within that? We are going to learn. Subsequent slide. During the delivery phase within a program is when multiple projects gets identified. Okay, and PMI also recognizes and acknowledges saying there will be other work that will be happening when I'm delivering a particular program objective. Okay, this is typically more of governance, reportings, communications, all of those aspects, right? Not necessarily a project, right? So all of those things will happen when a program delivery phase is going through. But then what's all important? These projects actually roll up in delivering the program's object. Okay, here the example we talked about objective of Mahindra City to be delivered two objects, commercial and residential. Right? Yes, understanding how objects program, different domain of program, runs up to a portfolio, simple connection. We'll keep developing Mahindra City and examples. Significant emphasis from the standard point of view. How each of these parameters, okay, are treated different between a project and a program. If you think about scope from a project or project point of view, okay, he wants to have defined objective, okay, that he wants to meet, ultimately the scope delivered out of the project, and he is going to get that project elaborate. But then from program point of view, okay, it's a significant benefit that I want to deliver to the program, right? We'll understand different aspects and then we'll connect all those together. Look at the second parameters of comparison: triple constraints, scope, time, and cost. Okay, project manager ensure there is no significant changes that is happening among these three parameters. One program, okay, on the triple constraint. But then program manager point of view, that is not the significant focus. Okay, significant focus is towards delivering the benefit. In terms of metrics, lots of metrics, don't take me wrong. Pmicc reference multiple other managerial, multiple other metrics. But the significant focus from a program manager's point of view is on scope, time, and cost. Okay, but the program manager's point of view, the metrics that he has to track is a return of investment of the money that he is investing in the program, which means ultimately in the different projects under that program, and ultimately whether he is meeting the benefit that the client is asking. So that's the measure that the program manager is measured on. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. But then program manager delegates to the project manager. Okay. Because the significant, money spent on managing, executing and plan controlling, all of this is a program manager's responsibility, right? From program manager, that's a lesser focus for him. He depends on the project managers to ensure those are managed properly. That's the inference here. Yeah. In terms of leadership style, project manager's task goal is all the task plan for the week, month, all of those things finished. From program managers, more visionary and then building relationship among project managers internally focused and relationship with the external customer, external focus, right? So that's the in a way a metric. With respect to change, project manager wants to manage and control minimum number of changes coming into the project. But then from program manager point of view, expect that more change will come in. Okay, that's both from inside and outside. The example Mahindra talked about, increasing from 1 lakh to 2 lakh feet is a welcome change from a program manager point of view. Big revenue for the performing organization. The objective of the client Mahindra is met there, right? So program manager will come change coming. Of course, manage that and then plan and follow the triple consent change management, of course. But then program manager will come.
Project manager, as a project manager, I'm happy that I'm going to get revenue, but I'll consider that as a different project. That's it. I'll not consider the same project. If I make a change, I'll take that a new project.
Exactly.
I'm still happy that I allowed new project. Not
That's not a statement.
It should be approved from top level, and if you deliver it, you say that you are allowed to take up.
Absolutely. Now that's the perfect, right? That's what I was saying. Approved change control, right? Which means when it's changing, at least one other parameter, the time or cost has to change for me to run work, right? So that is the typical project management. That's perfectly fine, right? So he wants to treat that as a separate project, whatever, right? So that's exactly the emphasis that PMA is also bringing up. Project manager wants to manage and control. Don't give me any change. If there is a scope, that is as a separate project. Could be perfectly fine, not a problem. Okay, that could be one of the approach start that I take in the change control process of accepting scope.
About that, it is not that the same project manager is going to get that one.
Possible. Could be another project manager. Fair, very fair, right? No, so that's good. But let us understand the mindset, the intention. Project manager wants to avoid change, typically because they're going to affect the concern manager, right? But then from program manager point of view, he is supposed to become a change. program is all about bringing a change in the organization. That's when the program is actually born, right? We'll talk about telco and different areas of example little later. Yeah. Okay. So going to the next part with respect to planning, project manager wants it very detailed planning. Okay. Network diagram, WBS, task, whatever you want to call it, value management, all of those things. But then it is little high level. Okay. And let me introduce one other terminology as per the program management standard. Program management standard uses a word called component plan, component projects. Okay, components and projects are synonymous. Okay, from program management standard, a standard point of view, right? Wherever you see a component plan, okay, read that as a project plan, right? Because within a program there will be multiple components. Okay, basically each of them are projects based, right? So you will see lots of reference of the word component. That's how standard calls that standard for program management. From monitoring control point of view, again task level, this is at the project level through the right governance that they are putting in place, right? Program policy. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. It's not that agile project does not have a scope. Agile projects have a scope for the current sprint that they are going to take up. For the current sprint, it is. Okay, that's at least that's my understanding. Certificate Scrum Master and PS from us, right? So, okay, Agile does not. Okay, let me rephrase. Agile projects does not expect you to have a detailed scope for the entire scope of the project. Okay, but then the scope that you are planning to deliver for this week, this 50 days, or this month, even the agile projects, you need to have the clarity of what you want to achieve. The scope, right? It's the process, the task allocation is what is to the team. Manage, functional, what different. Okay. We'll park that discussion, right? So then, even with agile, okay, for the sprint that they are taking up, pretty much have the story you want to deliver that particular sprint and things like that, right? So even still, for them, the focus is to deliver all the points that we accepted. Okay, it is time boxing. Okay, if he's not able to deliver whatever story, the story, then park it next sprint allocation, right? Cost, I think touch team cost or the resources. Yes, you can have program for multiple agile teams also. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Good to know. Keep going. Okay, so program, another big perspective. Okay, I think we will upon this in the discussion we have so far. Do you see something here on this diagram? We got a portfolio, we got a program, projects, something here. Then this is I didn't follow it. This project A should come down here. What program does this project roll up to? Where the portfolio, is that possible? No one. Okay, let's take an example. Okay, so that this is okay. Think of this automobile portfolio of Tata. Okay, let us take this. Let us go like what 25 years, 30 years back, maybe 25 years back. Okay, this was a program of heavy motor vehicle and portfolio, right? The program is heavy motor vehicles. Okay, within heavy motor vehicles, there are two projects. This is all about the trucks that Tata used to manufacture. This is the buses, telco portfolio, heavy motor vehicle manufacturing. 25 years back, right? But then, maybe what, 15-20 years back, within the telco portfolio, there was a birth of program called light motor vehicle. Yes, there was multiple projects under that program, like ARA or MAMSA under that. decide starting this program of light motor vehicle under telco portfolio. Cup of coffee, Ratan Tata say, let us start LLB programs under telco, or the put of telco or cup of coffee on a Sunday night, golf time, let us start LLB. Market feasibility, market research. Yeah, so we decide whether we can start a program or not, right? What is all of this? Market research using a result in the form of report which has got a printing start date and an end date. Yes, actually, yeah, okay. So what happened here? I mean, people were saying no. There is actually a project, a market research project, that putting to the telco portfolio. Okay, it has got a start and an end date, and this market research project produced a unique research form of a report saying so much demand for light motor vehicles. So we as a portfolio within Tata, let us start another program of light motor vehicles. And within light motor vehicle programs, there are multiple projects, Indica, blah blah blah. Make sense? So a project can directly report to non-interview question. Okay. Other aspect, a big debate question. Should a project manager has to have a domain knowledge or an experience? Okay. Multiple comments, don't me. Okay. Separate case decision by itself. If you are playing a project manager at this level, the current industry trend says you need not necessarily have the domain knowledge. As long as you know to manage scope, time and cost of the multiple parameters in a project, it will be successful. But then, if you be playing a project manager role for a project which decides a program to be started, you better have a knowledge of whatever domain is needed for light motor vehicle problem. Okay, we'll park the discussion here. Definitely, we don't want to discuss. That's a separate cases. Yeah. Okay, we'll skip. So. Session on portfolio. Yeah, it is yes and no again. For a scenario, it is yes. For a scenario, it is no. Okay, so we'll do session portfolio. Yeah. You don't need that. No, it is not mandatory, but typically it will. Okay, because of governance, all of reporting, all things will obviously be there because program size is huge and due is also huge, right? That will definitely have other work in any sizable program. It is unbelievable. And yeah, sorry, okay. I mean, that was not the intention. Okay, that is not the message. Even this will have it. Yeah. Administrator, yes, true. Okay, so I think they have talking about now. Let's see whether it's getting answer. Okay, mostly operations, yeah, but the operations exist only during the duration of a program. This is not the operation of, for example, Mahindra is construct, develop, deliver. There will be operations for maintaining the city after that. This other work does not include that operations. Okay? This other work is the administrative work or the operations work that during the duration of the program. That's what this is. Many, lots of those things. Yeah. Okay. So let's go through something wrong. No, that's wrong. Okay, this slide. A project can exist without a program also. That's the first line that we bring up. Project A can decide in initiating a program B. We talked about starting a program for light motor vehicle. Program can include project task also about that. A scenario project A. Actually, these are supposed to be projects. Okay, project A and project B. Okay, this one is commercial for Mahindra City. This one was a residential space for Mahindra City. Those are the two different types under this program. Okay, similarly, there could be multiple projects. Okay, for example, engine design for Tata now could be a separate project. Okay, and engine design Tata now could be a separate project by program. Okay, works government typically happens, right? Similarly, metro right? The concept project, electrical and signals is a separate thing. Coach and things is a separate project. Okay, and all this construction is a separate. Rail itself could be a program with full projects. We're actually done a project management to actual training for rail project managers. We from Pmicc in chapter 9. They are clarifying projects. Let's keep rolling. I mean, quite a good content to learn. Yeah, please share. Yes. It is acceptable. That's, yes. It is acceptable. Right? Yes. 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 There are two levels of discussions on to answer that point. Typically, a portfolio is formed and I want to get revenue or market share. Okay, I mean what I was touching upon as fashion and jewelry. Okay, as a portfolio from them. Okay, because there is a market that they can birth of Titan and Spanish, all of those things, and I mean multiple programs within that project. Right, but then the portfolio is all about getting revenue for the organization. How do I achieve that vision? Our strategy of getting a market share is realization of that portfolio is actually by forming multiple programs within that portfolio. Okay? So as a portfolio had a vision of getting 30% market share in the Indian automotive industry, for example. Right? And at that point in time, there was only a demand of motor vehicles. The market research told me that's why the choice huge. That's why I only had heavy motor vehicle as a program and then multiple projects done. Again, portfolio. I reviewed my strategy. Okay, strategy 5 strategy. I felt in the next 3 years or 5 years, which was 1990, I felt I can increase my portfolio's revenue. Okay, within automotive portfolio of Tata, I can increase my revenue if I start another program by getting a market motor vehicle. Where the business development comes, what stays at that level, getting a market share. But then how do we realize and achieve that? Is they will program within that. They have to follow the standards of program management. Okay. All the 5 domains of the program saw in the previous slide. To realize the program objective for that, obviously they will follow multiple projects within that. They have to follow project management at this level. They have to follow program management at this level, and actually is published the portfolio standard. We can look at that. Whether we are looking at program significantly and then how it maps the project. Will I answer your question? Yes. Of actually no. We can it has to project management approach. I mean, as you told, part. Okay, I have to talk about product life cycle, wherein there will be multiple subjects, multiple products in a product life cycle. We have to get answer. To answer you for now, yes, even all of those things has to be treated as a project and has to follow project process. Yeah, we'll answer it as time permits, or even offline also. Perfectly. It's rolling. Okay, quite a good content. So this is another input domain that we have to follow in a program. This is program life cycle. Touched upon those three terminologies: definition, delivery, and benefits delivery, and closure. That gets drilled down further. Okay, this one is on program function, program present. Okay, multiple aspects on benefits delivery. Here is program transition and program closure. And what are the different activities that happen within each of these phases? Okay, these are the different set of activities to happen with the program life cycle. Okay, I think it's obvious. Secure financing. Okay, initial estates. Okay, and risk assessment, and then the charter and roadmap of the program happens during the formulation phase. During preparation, establishing the governance structure, what I follow. Okay, the organization, the program organization, and the program management plan. Okay, all those gets done at this phase of program preparation. Okay, going to the delivery, component planning and authorization. What does component mean? Projects. Yeah, projects planning and authorization happen during the delivery phase. Components oversight and integration, again project oversight and integration. Project and flow. Okay, because every project has an outcome that has to be done, and then the project has to be closed. All those things happen here. Okay, during the benefits delivery. Going to the closure is this is program closure. Component or the closure. So here mention the resources. Okay, and the responsibilities sustaining it. This is what we call Pmicc. Program is completed, will transfer. Okay, the sustainability of that setting. Okay, that's what this transition is, and then all the contacts get the acceptance that the program has met us to. Yes. Correct. Exactly. Program is closed. The silence activity, I think that's where operations activity. Okay. That's the other activity. Operations activity outside progression and even the project for that matter. Those are the operations activity. I mean sustaining activity. That I mean minus or whatever build operating transfer. So I transferred the outcome benefit. Okay, it's an operation could be L&T some other function maintaining the operation all of this. That will happen after the program. Yeah, we'll talk about that benefit transition later. I think that's one or two slides coming up immediately. Absolutely. Okay, both to have an oversight, meaning monitoring and okay of outcomes that is coming. I mean projects. Okay, but not day to day, week to week. That's a project manager's responsibility. Okay, and another aspect that he has to monitor is to input, issue, risk dependencies. Okay, across process, he's able to step in, active, proactive, and able to solve them. On that note, yes, there has to actually with project managers. Program does not exist in silo, hand in hand with the right level of the manager, strategic outcome over the program. Okay, that's the objective of the program. Yeah, let's keep it. So I didn't put it on silent. So we talked about this earlier slide. Okay, projects, program, the defines, and the portfolio. Okay, some other we touched upon quite a significant aspect. Basically, all the projects within a program share these things in common. Okay, in the sense they want to achieve the business goal, okay, that is allocated to that project specifically. Integrated other components, okay, to change request if at all. 1 lakh square feet to 100 apartments, 2 lakh square feet to 100 apartments, all of those. Okay. Benefits needed by the customer, common thing. Okay. Policy, procedures and culture, okay, that has to be followed within multiple projects. They will share, okay, the same based on what is defined at the program level. So that is common. But then there are some distinct things respect to the projects and program. The risk focus, we talked about the earlier slide. Okay. Risk focus from project is more on multiple constraints. Okay. Risk focus of those three parameters. But then program point of view, it's more of environment condition and standard. Okay. Of achieving vision of SETI or LMD vehicle and things. Issue focus project more on the related issues. Program focus more on impact. Okay, that's where again issue focus on, yeah, of the project and program. So trying to understand something more about the benefit, build, operate, transfer projects connecting to. Okay, this is the second domain within a program. The first we talked about is the life cycle as a domain. Start the definition, benefits delivery, and going up to the flow. All throughout, the second comes into all the way from definition all the way to the closure. The second domain, benefits management. Yeah, and how benefit management is achieved as per the program management standard. Benefit management also has a life cycle phases. This is how the life cycle phases benefit management has to go through hand in hand the program life cycle. Yeah. Benefits start with identification, analysis and planning, best delivery, benefit transition, benefit success. Yeah. Okay. So we have another significant things here. This is iterative process, benefits delivery. Okay, which means benefits delivery as a life cycle phase is iterative. Similarly, benefit analysis and planning to benefits delivery is also an iterative process. In other simple terminology, consider this formation of a project. Okay, multiple projects iteratively get identified. Okay, gets authorized. Okay, and then planned, executed, and implemented. Let's look at the details here. Identification is about identifying and qualifying business benefits. With respect to planning, prioritize it, identify the realization plan, and ensure the benefit is planning program action, not a new benefit that you want to deliver, align it to the project. Monitor the projects or monitor the components, and report the benefits that is delivering to program object and iterative process delivery. Okay. Benefits section is confirm the benefits coming up from multiple projects. Transition doing responsibility. Monitor the performance. Ensure continued realization of benefits. Build, operate, and transfer. After transferring, still it is help ease the traffic within southern part of Tamil Nadu, for example. As an example of developing a national highway in southern Tamil Nadu, as an example. So that's how the program life cycle and the benefit has to go. Make sense? Okay, right? Yes, please. Yes, that is correct. But then benefit management is more critical. Okay, but then at the project level, earned value management is much more important. Yeah, you will apply value management at this level. Yeah, for component projects that you have identified. Okay, you want to deliver a benefit or not of the project. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, the pictorial presentation of multiple can be pointed, but most of the program stays very highlight. So, more of saying, a lot of components is this lakh square feet, this is budget, right? But then very high level. Yeah. Good quantity numbers, but then more strategic, more vision kind of goals will be that program because you keep collaborating. Okay? Program subject of, program duration of typically 4-5 years. Okay. Some is finance, we look at the knowledge area, right? That's under the program. Obviously, there will be parameters of the knowledge area.
But then also it's a success. It is that level.
We'll identify. I mean, we are going to talk about the standard recommends, right? What are the areas on which you have to have the governance, okay, and the process that you follow, and it's within that. Maybe 2-3 slides coming. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. So this is another pictorial definition of the multiple projects coming up to the benefit. Okay. There is a component project here can deliver 2 benefits. Okay. Within the component project here, adding some more value to the same benefit. Okay. So similarly, multiple projects, right? Delivering different discrete benefits. That's what happens. Okay. All of those has to be consolidated and sustained benefits, basically transitional. Okay, what the sustained benefit happens. Yeah. As we talked about, program closure happens here. So we consolidate program closures. This is sustained benefits. Keeps going after that. Yeah. So there was more of discrete benefits coming together, consolidated. This is in terms of timeline. The benefits that I'm realizing will come on different milestones. Okay. One of the projects getting completed in 2030, another getting completed in 20, multiple others that you are planning, right? To deliver multiple other different benefits, right? Typically, a big delivering one of the benefits in that program. All of these that you have. This is a typical program WS. Yeah. Automation charts. Important. Yeah. Interview question. Okay. What are the things that the program manager need to have? Okay. Actually, some program management recommends other activities that the manager is able to perform. Okay. To perform those set of activities, what is the knowledge and the skill that the program manager need to have? Right. I'll open up one of the sampling. Okay. And then I'll share list of activities, what happens at the program, and then the skill and knowledge that's expected. But then the standard has got the activities and skills. I mean, for all the files also. I'm just going to flash one by one. Yeah. So, but then in total, what are the different skills that are expected from a program manager? Different gamma, right? There's one element here, right? So it's more of, yeah. So the font is small, I guess. Oh, maybe I'll read if you don't mind. Yeah, I'll start reading from that side. Top one is on winner. Okay, that's how the leadership skills. Is on the skills. Okay, management, people software offer. So here is on the political aspect of it. You know what? Not this side. This side will connect much more. Right? From the left hand side. So this one is on strategic vision and then the end condition, based upon which the program was born. Okay. The idea of telco, the LMV, the environment condition was born. Okay. The reason why environment condition is important is will help him understand that the organization is going to sustain this program. Right? For example, I see the downward trend in light vehicles as an industry trend. It will be prepared. Okay, that is most likely would impact my program's progress. That is why that's important for a program manager to understand. This one is on program management skill. All of those 5 domain knowledge, task, activities. Time management as a specific aspect because programs is still a long duration. Have an skill there. Communication, obviously. Okay. And going to the bottom right is on technical knowledge. Okay. That's being used. This is not as needed to execute at the project level. Technology trends market. More at that level. Okay. So, this is not the election related political. This is the political climate in the organization. Okay, which you have performed the program for one obvious reason. Okay. You need to understand whether you are going to get the right fund. Okay, program, and even more so whether are they going to sustain the fund for your program. Okay, that you need to execute that program, right? So you need to have that particular knowledge so that you can influence and get funds for that program. Okay, that's another. Another reason you have that skill. Okay, at that level you expect to have. Yes. I would no. This political is not that political. No. It's absolutely not. Maybe I would put in people's skill and leadership skills. Okay. People's skill in terms of relationship building with the external agencies. I mean, at that level, leadership again, relationship building with the government agencies or things like that. I would put it up those quadrants. This political is internal relation, right? Internal enterprise environmental factor. If I had to go to the PMIV and the PMPV, yeah.
General politics.
I'm not talking about Carnelian politics here. Okay. No. Okay. Both have to be. Okay, obviously, because multiple programs help realize the portfolio objective. Oh no. Oh, no. Okay.
So there are ways where politics plays a major role. Who's responsible for it?
Both, right? So that's what I was saying, and he was even more specific. Which two skills would help me? I mean, ensure my program does not impact, right? It would be both. I mean, program and portfolio. That's why I was saying leadership and people's skills, right? People is internal external skills, right? That you have to develop to understand the external political factor, how it's going to influence your programs and the component projects in that, yeah. Performance, okay. The program management performance is measured on these 5 domains, okay, that we saw in the what are those 5 domains, and then that's where the performance is identified. Okay, nothing new here. The strategic alignment, benefits management, life cycle management, the governance, and then the stakeholder engagement, right? So those are the quadrants. If you are thinking of a program dashboard, these are the 5 quadrants that you should need to have in the program dashboard. How are you managing all these 5 domains within your program? Some quantitative that you are trying to solve, right? So within life cycle, okay, for whatever reason, PMI felt they have to give us emphasis to the program, okay, and they have intentionally, or rather in the 3rd edition of this program management, the current edition is 3rd edition, okay, of program management, intentionally avoided the use of a reference of a word called knowledge areas. Okay, they are not using that word from program management point of view. Okay, but they have identified what are the different references, okay, which a project has to manage this program, right? Definitely still there are knowledge areas and then so many processes. Again, they do not detail or refer these things as process, just a terms for you aware of. They call these as supporting activities. Okay, that has to go hand in hand. Okay? These are the 36 different activities that you manage within your program, and how these activities roll up to the program life cycle. In definition, delivery, and closure, they have identified all these activities. A specific of the terms called knowledge area and processes. Because they do not want the project management program to be confused in some point. In the 3rd edition more so, they use these terms. In addition to it, still was knowledge area and the process is changed. That's correct. So this is a different process that the program is going to follow. Okay, we'll keep that for sake of time, right? So, how the even mentioned? No, difference. There are differences between project and so, that's about the knowledge you want to cover in understanding program benefits, different domain, life cycles and things. Any question before we spend time on the certification process? I think we passed some couple of questions earlier. PMO was one thing. Your question PMO about that. Or domains. This one? Yeah. Yes, please. Risk management 8.7. EMEA and all those regions. Okay. At the project management, I mean, there is an obvious comparison between PMP and Prince 2. Yeah, US and EMEA. As a similarly, and all of them are profit. I mean, Prince 2, which is UOC. Okay, I mean, government, right? They publish, I mean, all of those standards and then they have achieved, right? Similarly, at UK and EMEA, there is another standard by non-profit government. Okay, standard managing successful programs, right? And between second and third edition of PMI's for program management, okay, they felt they can align themselves more by avoiding the terminology of knowledge area process, rather calling them as the reference areas and then some activities, so that it is uniform. Okay. That's why some of these changes and things like that are coming, right? And PMI gives PGMP, program management, the highest level of certification, PMI. Okay. Similarly, EMEA side of it, certification called MSP. Okay. This is Microsoft project. This is rather managing successful. That's the certification name. Okay. That's given by UK GOCs and people in EMEA. Yeah. Some of the hands.
So what is the prerequisite for MSP?
Okay. MSP is multiple levels. Okay. Foundation, practitioner, advanced practitioner. Okay. There is no foundation. You can take it as long as you know, understand. I mean the concept, and then you'll be able to skills. Understanding of the skills. That's what. Then we have to keep going. So one level is a prerequisite to the next level. Foundation, practitioner, and advanced. Okay. Good. Okay. PMO. What is your question? Can you come back? PMO. That is not program management, okay?
Because there are also the common objectives, collective benefits. Say for example,
Correct. Yes.
So many points are there under that particular
Vertical argument.
and they all the common benefit or common
Developing a capability in Java, .NET, whatever.
yeah, that's vertical. So what is the difference in that? To me, it is a PMO. What difference is between that and program?
Okay. So the example, the scenario that you gave me, okay, vertical, which multiple projects, resources are shared across projects. In that case, from your internal org perspective, they can be called as the program because your objective was to be a capability on that industry or the domain or whatever you want. It can be called as a program, and it can be a PMO and it cannot be a PMO. I'll give you two sides of the answer. Okay. This is reference to PMBOK. Okay. PMBOK says PMO's responsibility can be a big gap. Okay. It can be providing guidance with the go reviewing. Okay, and then publish the metrics and reporting. That is the responsibility the PMO can actually do. Okay. And that is so in at least my experience, 75% of the organizations PM just does only the thin role. Okay, in terms of participating go no go review. Okay, early stage of the project, RFP process, and then publishing the metrics between stages of the project. That is the thin role. Organization. Okay, the PMO organization is a very fat organization, meaning all the resources in the organization owned by PMO. Meaning all the project managers and all the delivery resources are owned by PMO. Whenever work of a program projects within the organization, PMO will own the necessary roles. Program manager, project managers, delivery resources. To that, they go and learn that project program back to the PMO. Okay? So, if your organization's enterprise factor says your PMO will be set at organization, then that's a PMO's responsibility. Okay, of allocating the resources. Okay, if they are performing a role as per your enterprise factor, then the resources in your organizations are not part of the PMO. That is not a PMO function. Yeah, did I clarify? Yeah.
Common objectives of having eco projects, maintenance projects, support projects.
Program.
Can you combine all this?
Can combine. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think very good point. Okay. Let me re-emphasize that. Okay. How structure the program. Okay. Nano can be treated as a project. Nano can be treated as a product. Okay. And then a portfolio. And portfolio, right? It can be a project and a program. Okay. And for one vendor supplying, I mean, for example, it was not the case, but for example, let us assume a vendor was supplying an engine to Nano overall objective, right? Then that vendor, that OEM, can treat engine manufacturing design itself as a program. You can have multiple projects. To answer you, yes, the way you structure your projects and programs, okay, will differ, okay, based upon your ends. Okay, in terminology, that's where they refer it to as enterprise environmental fact. Design how you structure some program. Okay, and intentionally I have awarded two called sub programs, okay, or sub projects. Okay. PMI, and Center for Program Management, both of them acknowledges under a program that could be a sub program, under a project that could be sub projects. Okay, that is from concept wise, there is no difference between a program and a program or project and sub project. So to answer you, it does vary organization to organization and from which point of view, time point of view, manufacturing point of view, vendors point of view, definitely there will be variations. But then how do you group? That's what the standard helps you give. Don't club distinct projects, okay, into one program if you're not creating a collective property. Then you are making your influence is not of favoritism, not victim oriented, right? That's the reason. That's the guidance of the standard. Yeah.
Supply can be called as a phase also, right?
Could be. But then in PM terminology, called phases of a project. Yeah. Only life cycle phase. But then there is no phases of a project. Phase. Each of them is just a phase. I mean, in our natural terminology also, right? So we say each phase is a project. Yes. 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 Program. Not all of these three were written projects. I mean, for example, this is about setting up a windmill. Okay, setting up a windmill for energy, whatever. Erection of those things will be one project. Okay. Are there any software? I don't know. Okay, if at all there are some software projects within that, maybe. And then other things. So all of those projects will group together, setting up a windmill client as a program. Yeah. Okay. Shall we go to the certification?
Yeah.
Time check. Yeah. Let's keep going to the certification setup. Okay, so this section is more only on certification, your journey and getting a PGMP certification. Once you start submitting an application within the PMI website, okay, from the date you opened your application submission, okay, the draft version whatever you submitted, okay, that will only up to 90 days. Okay, after 90 days the draft is gone. You have to start your application process all from the beginning. Okay, so that's on the application process. Finish documenting all the details. We got what are the details that you need to document. But then once you submitted all your application details, PMI takes 10 days maximum to review your application. Okay, to ensure your completeness is there. Once they review, they'll ask you to make a payment. Okay. Currently, the PGMP exam fee, if you are a PMI member, it is US $800. If you are a non-member, it is $1,000 US. Okay, that's the exam fee for the PGMP exam. Once you pay the fee, they random basis PMI could select your application for audit process. Okay, we look at what are the details needed for an audit little later coming up. But then if they select you for audit, you have to submit all the details that they are asking. Okay, within 90 days duration. Okay, you will get an email. Okay, within that 10 days. Okay, once they review. Okay, they'll ask you to submit the evidences that they need on all projects, and then the program you originally declared in your original application process. Right? As simple as that. There's nothing more. They'll ask your highest education qualification. Okay, they will not accept the mark sheet. They will not accept the bona fide certificate. Rather, they will need the degree certificate. Okay, UG or PG, whatever you are declaring. Okay, yes. Produce the degree certificate. Along with that, the additional documentation they ask us programs that declared in your appeal process. You need a signature from that project manager and program manager. Okay. Saying yes, he was the person performing this program manager as in that. That's all is needed if all your application is selected from other process.
More than that, like I got to PMP application it's painful because when I work with different as refreshing all my older people and I am calling.
Okay.
And there was one more point saying whatever you are getting that physical copy,
Okay.
you should be there. It should be put it in the envelope, it should be seen, and if you want to receive the same you have to again send back to PMI.
I'm going to cover that, right? So that is the documentation that you need to provide from a process, right? But then how the process happens is what he's trying to explain. Okay, what happens is ourselves declared during application. What are projects? Project manager, the program that I work, who are my peer contacts, or senior, or my manager, or my HR. What are the contact that I'm declaring, right? Then the programs and projects, right? If it's selected for order, as I rightly said, you will get a PDF form of all the calculations that you have done, right? What you do is, for example, identify 3 projects under your program. Okay, you have to give those documents to the project manager. Okay, the project manager can accept and sign, saying yes, he was the program manager for my project, or he can reject and sign, and even most of the process explaining to put that in an envelope. Okay, and he has to cross sign the envelope out. Basically, sealed envelope is what he's giving back to you. Okay, because as an applicant, you won't know, or rather you are not up to know whether the project manager accepted and signed or rejected and signed. So he's giving a sealed envelope sign. Okay, you have to collect all those envelopes from all the projects and for the program, and then put all this into one envelope, primary envelope, and then send it to you. Okay, that's the process that he's referring to. That's the method. Yeah.
What if it was rejected?
Sorry, good luck. Alright, so okay, no, okay. I think there will be some steps that's coming up. Identification point of view. I'll go through this. We change job like in years, right? Before submitting an application form, question is whom you are providing as a contact. Okay, the project manager. Whatever be the case, in the PGMP exam handbook says that in detail. Ensure you are able to them, contact them, talk to them, tell them going through this application process. If at all you are going to select for order, you are going to reach to them. They have to sign a physical copy and then send it back to you. Here you are able to have that connect. And even more, some of your contacts, your managers could be traveling abroad. Okay, so whether this manager could be your contact, you are able to travel across within the sea and then get the signature, right? In the application form, recommend. Don't assume that your manager is going to sign, or other converse, your manager is going to sign for your program. Make the contact, ensure they are reachable for the next 90 days vision process, whatever, and then what about this? That's a recommendation. Absolutely, yeah. So that's why you can note this. You need not necessarily use the same in the sense, person who is executing the project manager role, for some reason traveled abroad and you will not be able to reach him. Okay, declare your project lead as playing the role of a project manager and declare that, saying the other person is not, so you are declaring this contact name, get a signature from that's okay. But then it is very tough. You have to go to PMA with multiple versions. In the original application, you declared person A. You change it during audit process. You have to go through a significant overhead in getting that change.
The person who is your contact, is he supposed to just sign of the seal of his company?
No signature needed. Just a signature in the form, and then to put that whatever signing, acceptance signing, rejection signing within an envelope. He has to seal the envelope, stick the envelope, seal it, and on the seal, on the flap of the cover, he has to signature. But you are not tampering the cover, seeing what is there inside.
He does not have to prove what he is in terms of the seal or something.
To you as an applicant, you will not prove.
My friend, then I can say he is a contact.
Originally declared Ganesh as a contact. Instead of Ganesh signing it, if Suresh is signing it as Ganesh, okay, you are significantly violating the That's all. Otherwise,
No, if you say it is Ganesh of let's say L&T,
mm,
and no such guy exists,
Mm.
Ganesh is my brother,
Mm.
so this is Ganesh L&T, how will they verify?
they can't verify the signature.
No, email ID.
Email and phone number is what?
Recently they can call. No, no, they. Non-ethical.
To answer you specifically, is this the Ganesh signature that originally mentioned? PMA has no way to verify.
Is he really the project company X? That also they cannot verify.
That also they cannot verify, right? But then, let me put it simple. That project manager one time will aspire to be a PMP. Will he falsify his contacts, his email, his phone, the projects that he wants, because ultimately down the line he will submit his application.
Not project manager at all, I am telling you somebody else.
If it is an integrity issue,
No, integrity issue is a totally different thing, right? And and let me put it simple. Anybody gets to know integrity issue as a PMI member or a credential holder, you are supposed to report back to PMI. And whoever is, even after getting your credentials, your credential will be removed off from PMI. Right? For example, I got my PMP, not example, I actually got my PMP what 2006, and I know somebody, some other PMI member knows, I falsified some details in getting that, they report to PMI, even if I have whatever eligibility criteria written in the certification, PMI can go ahead and do it. Even after getting the certification also.
Even for the legal correct person, if the correct person was a project manager of company X, but by the time it came out, he has moved to company Y.
Absolutely fine.
He can say
He was, that's all is
he
all
was
over.
in that company.
May not be there. Even for that matter, we ourselves may not be there in the same mission, right? I come project mentioned one last year. I moved the organization to this year. I'm still submitting an application form. I will still use my past association project experience for the PMP.
Just as a gentleman was saying, I have one of my friends who have done various kinds of projects for people. As project manager of his company, he is an IT company. He is a project manager, he works on project for his company. So he did not make a contact person or as a person instrument contact. He just declared his own boss.
Absolutely
As a
fine.
project manager.
Absolutely
He said, yes, I verified that this guy did this job for this company.
Absolutely fine. All these details are available in the handbook. Simple. It is a self-declaration that we are making application process. And ensure whatever you are self-declaring, you will be able to. That's all. That's all that is there.
100%
Your own organization, your own HR manager, your own boss, your client contact, your contract agency for whom you work as a project manager. All of those is self-declaration as simple. Right? It's all
All
valid.
valid for
All valid. All valid. As simple. Let's keep rolling.
How much approximate percentage is expected for example, 5 to 10% for PMP?
It is not declared anywhere, okay, and multiple references I can give you. You have to infer, okay. What I have referred and read in some of the blogs is all PGMP applications are selected for audit, but then that is not necessarily true because my application did not go through an audit, right? Okay, and so there are multiple references data, okay. PMI official messages, it is on random basis. They do not give or declare a percentage of applications selected for audit.
actually they do.
Training and experience required for
Experience, we are going to talk about it. There is no mandatory training like the PMP prep. There is no PGMP prep mandatory needed here for PGMP. 35 hours of training is not needed for PGMP.
Okay. There is a scrutiny going on, and lot of this manager information is available on LinkedIn and other platforms.
Correct.
They do this kind of whatever names we have published. Are they matching with some of forums, LinkedIn or whatever
You can do any 100% for the matter, right? And you are declaring that in application process. You are okay for your details to be audited and validated later down the line also, right? We'll skip rolling. Time check. Yeah.
What is the
I'm just giving signal. Next 10 minutes is max. Yeah.
eligibility in PNP is a must?
No, PMP is not a must. Okay. You can directly apply GMP. As long as you meet the eligibility criteria, next slide. Okay. So this is important. Okay, let me. So we just finished audit, right? So after audit, this is one significant difference compared to the PMP process. Okay. There's something called a panel review process that happens for every PGMP application. Okay. PGMP application, there's one difference compared to PMP. There is one stage before the objective online exam. what happens at this stage is you have to declare what are all the programs that you have managed, what are projects within that program. Okay, and then during your application process, there are 5 domains that we talked about. Okay, there will be different scenarios, okay, that they will ask you a question on. You can choose saying with respect to program life cycle assignment, if project 1, I personally followed these practices in program management which help me acquire blah 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 programming skills. These are the different activities that I perform, right? Meaning, in your PMP application process, you have to write a detailed descriptions for 8 different questions that they will ask in your application. It is a, I think, 500 word limit for each answer. I'm not specific about it. I'm not very sure about the number of words allowed. Somewhere around 500 or 1000. For each of those questions, you have to write 500 word descriptive answers, right? What happens is, for all those 8 questions, based upon the program that declare, all those information, of course, your personal information will be masked, but all these answers will be sent to different PGMP credential holders. Okay, a panel is selected and then will be done, not to all people, a panel of people. Those people will read the response that you have given. They will say that the response, the practice, that the activities that you use is in line with this expected from standard of program management. And even more something, do not write a theoretical response. Don't write a textbook answer. Rather, be it first person, be specifically explicit in what activity you performed, what benefit you got, what result you got, right? For all of those things. That is this panel review process. Sorry?
Like how we answer in the interviews.
Like we answer in the interview, but then this is little different. It's a descriptive answer that based on the time of application, right? And that activity, that panel review, I mean, outer limit is 4 weeks. They have to review and then they have to approve your application. Only if they, based on the response that you have provided, only if they approve your, your application, only then you can go to the next stage, which is this multi-choice exam similar to the PMP exam. If you are rejected here, you cannot continue your PGMP journey. Yeah, this is a filtering stage. Basically, that's what I have here. This is a filtering stage. That's what I have.
Panel review is after your audit.
Panel review is after your audit.
And you'll get you'll have to submit a separate application.
No. All those are done here itself. Your original application itself, you have to produce all those things. Yeah, it goes through multiple stages. That's all, right?
There are rejections, we will get back to you.
Rejections were here. Panel review.
Yeah, one of those 2 stages.
Yeah. Every stage you will get a communication from PMI, right?
No, we get back to payment.
Yeah, okay. Payment between this and this stage, a part payment you will get back. Yeah, not full amount. Okay. Basically, I think somewhere around $350 or whatever is what you can get back if you are rejected after panel review. Yeah, you pay 800 assuming I remember, right? Part payment you will get back. Okay. So assuming panel review accepts it, then you have to go to the multi-choice exam, similar to the PMP exam, meaning they'll give you a unique ID, go to Pmicc, register with the Pmicc, schedule it, go to the exam. This exam is 4 hours. And the time limit you have is after the panel review, 365 days you have to sit and online exam. Right? This 1 year is validity period. You are accepting your application after the panel. Yeah. So that's what it is. Okay. Within 1 year, take the exam. 4 hours. Okay. You have to answer 107 questions. All are type questions. Must PMP. Okay. But then 150 and 170 must PMP. Like 20 questions, which is test questions, which will not pass or fail. Right? Answer all 170, but the real 150 questions, which you won't know they are, how you performed on those 150 questions, what is going to be a pass. Yeah? Okay. And after that, your certification starts. Same as PMP validations. Okay. You have 60 PDUs in 3 years. You can double your PDUs, both project program management. Okay. You need not to still get 160 for 60 for PMP and 60 for PMP. It's not good. You can double count anything. The cases of those things. Yeah. So 3 years.
What is the pass percentage?
Okay. 69 something is the percentage. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. To whether you really have the experience in minor program and the live experience, that's what they are going to check in the panel. Based upon the response they are provided, right? And when you are becomes, you also give the panel about the program, this client, blah blah blah. So all of those details, of course, personal information is taken out. All of other information, your response, the description that you have done of the scenarios, all those goes to panel review. So the program background, what you want, they have the response, they have the validated to see whether it's aligned with Pmicc standard for program management. Yeah, and then based on that response.
60 views. For actually, my cycle started 2004 for PM and for GMP, I started by 2015. Okay. So if I referred, say for example, 20 hours during 2014, can I count the rest of overlapping
You can count that. That's actually one other very significant benefit. Having both PMP and PG, if you're having, right? I mean, when I show my certificate, you'll see that. Okay, I'll when I come up to that. Okay. So other video you can count. Yeah. Okay. In terms of eligibility, what you need to have. Okay. Again, depends on your background. Most of us, I don't think, will not fit in the category which is diploma category, right? Highest education qualification. Assuming, I mean, 4-year degrees, what of us have. Okay, I mean, of course, it's all available in handbook. Just an extract from the handbook. But then, assuming a 4 years degree, you need the 6,000 of experience. And on top of that, you can double count. On top of that, you need to have additional 6,000 hours on programming. You need to have 12 different experience. Okay. Okay. Next slide. Okay. So that's the hours eligibility criteria with respect to project management and program management. Yeah. It's all there in the PG book. Anybody can go down, right? So whatever. The experience that you were talking about, the response that you, I mean, a description that you have to submit for different scenario, this is how it will look like. Okay. It will ask which program based upon you are going to answer, you are going to provide a response. 500 word response, right? These are the different questions, sample different questions that I have given, right? Just like that. I have an exam handbook. Okay. Prepare yourself, write it some pad, whatever. Okay. Microsoft Word or what. Count the words. Okay. Everything there. Then copy paste the online application. Which is easier for you. I mean, count words and crack up and all. It's not so very user friendly. You have to text box where you have your response. Yeah. But an example, how a different scenario, right? Pick the response, what you are writing, interest clear, concise, and publish. Think of this will be reviewed by panel people of the globe. Okay. Keep it not Java biased English. Okay. Neutral, simple English, so that anybody across the globe reading it will infer the same meaning what you are trying to convey. I think that's the intention. You know what the recommendations that we have to handle policy. Alright? Make it simple English. Right? So we are responding to that. Okay. Please respond in person. Okay. Don't my team worked on it. Rather say I worked on it. These are the activities I found. This is the output I produced. Make it person. Don't say blah blah. Okay, that's another recommendation. And how you did versus theoretical response, right? What are the initiatives that you took? How you manage metrics and things? Don't do your theoretical response. Provide specific experience by quoting examples. Don't give definition. Okay. Full program. Same as PMP application. Cannot double hours here. Okay. You can count this hours. For example, whatever you spent in March, you can count in only one gram for the eligibility of success. Count as hours in one program. Okay. And another criteria, all the programs declaring should have at least 2 projects with them. Okay. I mean, we never accepts ideal definitely saying that could be one with only one project and 2 ideal to be true, right? So the expectation is at least there are 2 projects in every program that we have declared. Some other expectation from DI. Okay. Question distribution. Okay. The 5 ones that we talk that they are going to test. Again, in the handbook, the percentage of questions that come out of those comments. Both all this blue phase, you will get certificate. Okay. Say program management. Okay, my little was okay. There was another phase called multi-rater assessment. After the 12 of different people have to give a rating on myself. Okay, survey the PMA will listen, they will respond direct. Okay, I will not have to do it. So one of the third phase I was saying, but then that multi-rater assessment they removed from 2013. So anybody aspiring to GMP now only 2 stages. Parallel review that. Earlier it was one more stage, not that. Okay, so that's the result. Resources is most of the PMA.
What is the value add? I mean, there is a huge risk involved in terms of money and efforts. So what's the value? How is the do actually? PGA
achieving something. Okay.
right?
Self achievement. One first prize.
2x
As
plus
simple.
the process is huge, right?
I think my friend. Okay. This journey is still 9 months plus journey. Okay. We have application to our getting it. Perseverance. Okay. Told me you have a significant patience and perseverance. Right? Else going through this journey, you don't have you want. Okay. Simple. Submitting the response from scenarios 500 words. You draft it. 1 week down the line, read it. You will see 5 responses doesn't match to what PS expected. You will not writing it. Most of us these days do not write a paragraph, right? Of our email points, right? But then you have to give a summary response, right? That's another thing that you have done. So happiness, self-achievement. That's a significant pride. Oh, money, obviously, 8,000 watt. Yeah. True. Yes. Please. But every actor have to pay money. Yeah. Pay not money. Sorry. Oh yeah. Fail in one time, you will overall fail. Yes. It is the same as failure. Exactly. The details in the handbook. I didn't put that now. Yes. Okay. Wait for at least 1 year before you reach application process. If you are rejected of those phases, at least 1 year wait before you can start the process. No multiple attempts. No. Okay, you have to start your application all over the way. 1 year. Same here.
Till your work at particular area defined. So in the same way.
Same here.
these are-
Yeah, you need not have a program manager, but as long as you have participated program management active in the domain that we have identified, you can still go and submit your application. Designation does not matter. Just go and declare, that's fine. That is fine, totally fine. Time check. Here, I think some other are there. Any pressing critical question that I am skipping? Maybe we'll take that one. Couple of more questions. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Couple of more questions. Any pressing critical? Yeah. But then actually think of if you declared all your experience as project manager experience, for example in 2013, and you cleared your PMP in 2013, okay, you cannot declare your dual experience program experience now, right? Because they declare as a project experience earlier. Logical, they don't have a check, and maybe I'll give you an experience. I actually have what this gap between maybe and PGM. That was my first experience. I don't know whether that necessarily PMA needs to expect, not necessarily. And double bond, obviously. What you declare as project, you call elevate data program. You want
a very niche skill.
Yeah.
But to the recognize, is the demand value.
Huge market value, and also if you want to be content by yourself, even more significant value. Okay. Just do you okay, the person called Kuma Igni, okay. Her videos, oh yeah, it's here. Look at this video. Yeah, I got it right. So she talks about what significant value that she can derive out of getting less than 20 GMP. Yeah, across India less than 25 odd people. Okay, globally it's like fraud active GMPs across. You are one among those. That's the value that they get, right? So organization huge right? As long as you are business and understand logic and program or significant strategy importance to that. They definitely right?
We are one among three.
Within active, yeah. Right?
MBA PG. Initially it was MBA PMB.
No, MBA. I can never compare that.
No, how? If you see strategy, more or less because MBA is managing 3 or 4 different portfolios and manage.
Correct.
Then PG. What is the difference between MBA and PMB?
Huge difference. Personally, I'm not an MBA, so I don't think I'm necessarily qualified to answer that, at least from education background. MBA is significantly huge. You understand the stakes, you understand market trend, you understand lots of things in MBA, lots of things itself. So I don't think I don't think I'll downgrade MBA into PG. I don't think so. Right? I have a good regard for MBA. I don't think I can downgrade that. Let me put it in a different perspective. Achieving organization strategic objective, PG becomes very important. Let me put that perspective. So this helps you in a very senior role, strategic role, important role, vital role in our organization. This is definitely significant. Yeah, PG. You know what? I think they are too much bias. Yes, MBA will win it because multiple things that you have done. Remember? The last one, sir. I did not follow your question at all. Sorry. No. Can anyone clarify that to me? PMA does not give any certificates level. Oh, okay. My ignorance, sir. I'm hearing it for the first. Maybe somebody else can answer it. So there is another non-profit body called PMA. Non-profit? Okay. My ignorance, sir. Sorry. I don't know about that. Ignorance. Okay. Maybe. Sorry, I got it. I don't know. Here with PMA there is no levels. Okay. PGMP, simple. PMP projects for programs. PMP not a prerequisite for PGMP. Not right now yet. I mean, there's a standard available, but there's no certification yet on portfolio. The highest is program today in PMI. Certification is coming. Okay. Portfolio management is coming.
I'll clarify his question. That is.
And I have to personally thank Ganesh because I have to tell this. Ganesh is not the original speaker which I have scheduled for this week. It was another speaker. Unfortunately, due to some emergency, he had to travel abroad, so he couldn't come. And I came to know this only on Monday. So I could not approach any other speaker, so I have my in-house expertness to help me on that. So he was able to put that up, this slides, everything in a very short duration. Sorry for putting you on the spot, Ganesh, and thank you for providing a wonderful With that, I request you to select your favorite number between 1 and 89 today. We have 89 attendees today.
Okay. My birth rate is 80. So let me pick up 80. Number 80. 80. Okay.
And lucky draw winner is Palanivel Rajan.
Oh, congratulations, sir.
He gets the USB drive.
Oh, cool, sir. Congrats, sir. Lucky person, yeah? Or growing in the audit and going to the process. Thank you. Good luck. Oh, yes.
Thanks, Palanivel. Thanks, Ganesh. And with that, we have come to end of today's session. The next session,
We are planning to have it as evening session on 25th or 26th. I'm working with the speakers availability, so based on that I will confirm. 25th is a Friday, 26th is a Saturday. So one of those days. 24th is election, so that's why I'm trying to have it on 25th or 26th.
The morning sessions are more convenient.
yeah, but at the same time, we need to address all the audience. There are people who are working on Saturday morning, so they preferred Saturday evening also. Majority of the sessions will be on Saturday morning. Few will be like this. Okay, so you will get the notification shortly as soon as I get speakers availability confirmation. And that's going to be a session on organizational changes, managing organizational changes. One gentleman, Mr. Ram from Quantum Leaks, will come and address the gathering. So venue will be the same. Thank you. Have a nice day. Happy weekend. Hope to see you on next day. Thanks.
Prasanna. Very simple idea. Oh, okay. Please. $100 order, VMP and